Now, in my video in the past, I made a video about a Nigerian freelance platform called Terawork, and I want to talk about them again. If you want to watch my original video, click on the title card above or the link in the description. So for those who don't know, Terawork is a Nigerian-based freelance platform that lets you get paid in Naira. Now, this platform has a lot of features that I think is actually desirable, like as a Nigerian freelancer. I think is really nice. Like, one of the features it has is this feature called Terawork Work Store, where basically it's like Upwork, where you can apply for a job. Like, someone can post a job and then you easily apply for it. And the best part about this platform is the fact that now it's the best place to get leads, because when you apply for a job in the Terawork Work Store, you're not competing with that many people, so you're easily going to be able to get that job. The other feature I like is the fact that Stripe is integrated in this platform, meaning that now if a client were to be from the US or the UK or any other country that supports Stripe, they can use Stripe to pay you directly, and the money gets converted into Naira. So no need of you having to worry about how to convert the money, because it converts at the black market rate. So now that I've talked about the things that I really like about the platform, let me talk about the things I really dislike, and I'll get into why I made this video later on in that part. I'm sorry that I have to say this, but unfortunately, this platform is terrible. I extensively test out this platform as a software tester, and oh my god, there is just so much to unpack. And if you want to read my full report about the app, link in the description. Now, if I should say everything that's wrong with this platform, this video is going to be as long as a movie. Now, the problems that this site has is the fact that the UI UX experience is very poor, the user flow poor, to register on this is stressful, to even use the platform itself, it's hard to understand for an average user. Like, SEO is poor. In fact, this website of Terawork, the app and everything, it feels like it's a prototype. It feels as if it's still not completed. In fact, this thing feels like a secondary or primary school project. What am I saying? Nursery school, but like, that's how this thing feels. And I'm sorry to say, but it has to be said. I have to be honest with you. Things like reaching out to the customer service is hard. If you basically want to withdraw money and you want to change your account details, that's hard. If you want to do this, you want to do that on this platform, it's just simply very hard. Now I can understand why people would rather go to Fiverr and Upwork. Like, their user flow and everything is much more simplified. It's much easier to use than Terawork. Now let's say that you get past all those problems I'm talking about in this video and in my report. Let's say you get past all of them. That's fine. But then there is one particular problem that this platform has, whether you're a buyer or freelancer. I just feel as if this platform affects freelancers more. And this particular problem I'm going to touch on right now is why I'm even making this video in the first place. Now, this particular problem that I'm talking about in particular is the messaging system on Terawork. Now, for example, if a client should message you now, obviously a client will normally want to see your work sample. They want to see things that you've done. Now, one problem that this platform has is the fact that you can barely upload your content that you've made, like, as a freelancer. Now, for example, let's say now you're a video editor and you want to show people your work. Though when you're trying to upload your work on this thing, they'll tell you, oh, minimum of 3 MB, minimum of 5 MB. So how can you show your work to people when now that limit is there? So now a potential client reached out to me because I applied for their job on the Terawork Work Store, and they wanted to see my work samples. So I tried to send them links of it, and every time I tried sending them links to my work, it would block the link. I tried through Google Drive, I tried sending portfolio website, I tried different things like sending it into the PDF file and everything, because that worked for me in the past. But unfortunately, they kept blocking it each and every time. So now, how do they now expect me to show my work to the client? Because if you are trying to make people to actually use this service, you should be able to allow them to show their work to clients. Now, the customer service, they saw that I was trying to send these links and they kept blocking. So they reached out to me and they wanted to know what I was trying to send. So then I showed them like the portfolio link I tried sending, and they now told me no, that is not allowed, simply because of the fact that it had contact information. Like, because my portfolio site linked to my Instagram and all that. Just because of that, I'm not allowed to show those links. Now I asked them, okay, I understand, but then how do you expect me to show the client my work when now that it's blocking my links? So they now told me that the only way that it's going to be possible for that to happen is if now that I upload a Google Drive link, but the Google Drive link should not have any contact information. It should only have like the content that I want to show the client, like no contact information, just that content only. So I did that and eventually it worked. But this is still a potential problem for a lot of freelancers. Like, there might be a video editor out there who may have edited content for someone else, maybe like an individual or a company or something like that. And if they want to send the link of that video to the client, it's going to block it. Or what if you're like a web designer or web developer and you want to show a client a site that you designed for someone, and it will still block it too because there's probably contact information there. So how do those sets of people send their work to clients? How? In fact, this equally affects clients as well, because a client may want to send something to you as a freelancer and they could still block the link as well. So how does that work? Now for me as a software tester, clients do have to send me links to their sites or apps and everything. So if I were to use this thing as a software tester, would they block the link simply because there's contact information there? Like, I've used Fiverr and Upwork and I've sent links to people have sent links back to me, and nothing has been done from Upwork for them to block my account for any reason, because I'm showing them my content, my work that I'm doing. I'm sending them my work back and everything. So how is that going to affect? Now, since Terawork has a lot of problems, here are solutions that I'm willing to give them. Like, if I were their consultant now, here are things that I would suggest that they do to improve their platform. Now, the first thing I would do is this. I would hire people like software testers and everything to test out the platform, to understand its usability and all that stuff. Then when I do that, I'll tell them make a report for me on the platform about everything you see, good or bad, and bring out solutions. Once you do that, you now hire the appropriate people who can make the app better. Like, for example, you hire like web designers, web developers, and all that stuff like that. So once you hire the web developers and the web designers and all that stuff first, they can design the website to make it look better and improve like the UI and improve different features and all that stuff. So once they're done improving all these things, the next thing you now do is this. You hire models and video editors. So for the video editors, you find people who can make tutorial videos and all that stuff, so that way they can teach people how to use this platform. Because there are no videos on how to properly use this platform at all. And it would be very, very nice if now that like video editors could be hired, they, you give them another account that they can make and then they'll use and show people how to actually use the platform. You could hire a voiceover artist to like dub the videos that they make, and it would be really nice. As I said earlier, you hire models so that way they could be used for video content. Like now, you can make videos about freelancing tips, and you can hire those models to say things like, oh, hey, my name is Adeife and I am a freelancer, and I will tell you do's and don'ts of freelancing, something like that. And then you hire videographers to film these models, and they can make high quality videos and you can use it to post on your platform. Next, you now hire social media people, like social media video editors, social media managers, all that stuff. You hire those people, and what they'll do is that they'll make video for social media and then they'll post them as ads. After making ads, what you do next is that you now start reaching out to content creators and influencers, hoping that they would promote the app. Then they can make videos about the app and everything, and then from there, it brings out more users. Now, even though this app obviously is not going to be in the lines with Fiverr and Upwork, at least it's still going to be something of its own. Now, if they do all these things, trust me, this app will be much better than it is right now. Now, in its current state, the only reason why I would even recommend this app to people in the first place is for two reasons. One is the fact that this app pays in Naira. So now, if you're like a buyer now, you want to buy a freelance service from a seller, you don't have to start converting your money to dollars like on platforms like Fiverr, Upwork, and so on. And the second reason why I'll recommend this site is the fact that, as I said earlier in my video, that it's easy to get leads because not many people are applying for jobs here. So anyway, this is what I think about the platform and things I believe that they should do to actually fix it. So what do you think about this video? Comment below, and I hope I see you guys next time.